Early in the morning.
What's going on, the people? It's your boy Cam Topical Juice, and we are back with another goddamn boringly waste of times. Boringly even a word. I never watched the Winter Love Island last time. I just couldn't be bothered. People told me it was poor. Guys, are you telling me it's worse than this crap? Seriously, this is tragic, guys. Obviously, man's gonna keep watching it and these things because I'm committed to the thing. But guys, honestly, this is a really, really terrible season. So let's just get through this video, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts. No way, that's what I say at the end. Like the video for me, hit the bell to be notified for me. Press that subscribe button for me. Merchandise in the description below. Let's get into this, man. So first things first. You know me, man. I take people on a case-by-case basis. And Tanya was the, I'm not gonna say villain. She might have been my MVP last week or on Friday, but she was playing the more villainous role this episode still. Even though Shaq is to blame for the way he took Tanya and Lana speaking to him, that whole thing about talking to him as a child, I don't agree with that. Bearing in mind, he's the one that went up to them, guys. But let's cast your minds back. He was the one that walked up to them. So to feel pressured and double teamed, I think that's BS. So even though I blame Shaq for that, and he was the origin of the X comment, you know my feelings on the X comment. I don't think Tanya should have said that. And the fact that Tanya admitted away from Shaq that if someone had said that to her, she would have been pissed off, and she still was stubborn enough not to say sorry for that comment. I don't like that, man. I don't like that at all. I really don't. And that was pretty much the highlight of the whole episode, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. But anyway, let's just get into the chronological order. Tom and Sammy, apparently they can see things progress on the outside. Good for them. Shaq cries to Will in the evening about how he's annoyed at the X comment. I don't blame you for that. I completely, wholeheartedly agree that if you're going to explain your grievance with someone, you should have reworded it. You understand? You can't be talking about comparing to your ex. And Tanya, she is stubborn. And she's already admitted how stubborn she is. But stubborn, it ain't a good look. Me and stubborn don't get on. They're not meant to be together. They're just not. They progressed too fast. They probably fell into this black pressure of black love. And it's not going to work out. The exact moment last week, or Thursday I think it was, when Tanya, I think I said it in my video, when Tanya went, that was the moment she realised they're not compatible, and she basically confirmed that in this episode today. Do you know what I'm saying? So Tanya speaks to Tom, and they're cuddling up real close. Now there's people that think that, you know, they actually quite like each other. I see it in my comments all the time. People say that Tanya likes him, Tom secretly, and Tom secretly likes Tanya. I'm not really sure on that. I think they get on well. They were cuddling up close, I'm not gonna lie. They were looking, what do they call it in Geordie? Cooching, or is that Wales? One of the next places, yeah. They're cooching, they were getting real, you know what I'm saying, all cuddly buddly, feel me? She basically explains to Tom what her and Shaq were talking about, etc, etc. Now, I see some people talking like, oh, why does Tanya have to talk about her relationship all the time, etc. It shows how young she is, etc, etc. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. I know why people say that. I get that, and I know where they're coming from. But at the end of the day, guys, they're in a villa together. This is Love Island. Who are they gonna talk to? Do you understand? Are they just gonna talk to their partner? I think you need to be realistic about your expectations. Of course, if there's something that's happened 10 feet away, you're obviously gonna vent or go ask someone for advice to someone else. Are you not? Let's be real here, guys. Come on, let's think logically here. What are they gonna do? She's gonna talk to Shaq and then just not say anything. And someone goes, oh, Tanya, what did they say? No, sorry, I can't speak. Yeah, come on, guys, let's be real here. And I agree with her when she says it's unnecessary for him to feel cornered. That's weird. I do agree with that. But where I don't agree, yeah, she basically said, oh, he's just hanging on to that point about the ex. He's just hanging on to that point about the ex. That's a very big point to hang on to, Tanya. Let's be real here. That's a very important point to hang on to. And I don't think Shaq, yeah, was not in the wrong at all this episode. I completely back Shaq this episode. Even though it's his fault that she said it, you understand? Even though he was the origin of why she made that comment is not a comment you should have made. And I said that on Friday's episode. You should not have said that. Or Thursday's, whatever it was. If you're going to make a point, make it without comparing him to the ex. It's as simple as that. I'm going to continue saying what I said from way back, from 3-4 weeks ago. She ain't interested. You know what I'm saying? All this I love you talk, it's all fugazi, you know what I'm saying? It's BS, you understand? Hence why she said, even though I said I love you, that's not gonna stop me from chatting to other next man, you get me? Now, I see both sides. My gut reaction when she said that was I didn't really like her saying that. I didn't. But then at the end of the day, yeah, she don't like him like that. You know what I'm saying? He is way too deep for her, and I do think he's kind of draining. Someone like him is kind of draining, because he's so intense, like saying all the things you want to hear and very lovey-dovey, but then he's also snappy and too inner and a mean girl. Man, what's Regina? He's Regina George, bro. He ain't Shaq Livia, he's Regina George, fam. But at the end of the day, Tanya, I didn't really like that. And it just goes to show, yeah, that she's not interested. She was so gassed to be in Casa Amor. She said it was the perfect time. Everything. She just wants new meat, bro. It's one of them ones there, like, this whole standing for Shania, it ain't gonna run on Topical Juice, bro. We don't do them thing there. As I said, I would love to see black person win Love Island. I would absolutely kill for it. But I don't, we have to hold our community accountable when the time is relevant, you understand? I'm not gonna stand for no reason. That's not what we do here on TJ, you get me? So yeah, them lot, Tanya and Shaq, you're finished. Your act finished. Like, you lot are just, you're all done. I don't like anyone in that villa, big man thing. Next morning comes around, Ron feels like he's completed it with Lana. He feels like they're in a good space, and Shaq, funny enough, is the one that says, yeah, it feels like you've built a real genuine connection and you're being real and all this. What are you talking about, bro? You're the one that, you're ops. You're the one that's been bitching about my man. You're the one that's caused, you two are the ones that are causing the whole divide in the whole thing, because you've been sucking Casey's ass, and now you're back to riding Ron. I don't know what's going on here. I feel like the producers are really chopping and changing so many things. Like, I feel like the producers even chopped out most of the conversation between Shaq and Tanya. He just said, I want to be a better man for you, and that was the kind of end of the conversation. But afterwards, Tanya's talking about how they were going in circles. That didn't seem like they were going in circles. So what did we miss? I don't know what's going on here, man. This whole thing's just BS, man. It's all fugazi, man. I'm telling you. Anyway, Sammy and Olivia are talking about how they're happy with their boys. Will thinks that he might like Jessie more than she likes him. Well done, lad. You finally caught on. No, to be fair, listen, even though that's true, she does like Will. But then again, her energy, when she got to Casa Amor, I'm the type of person, when it's out of sight, out of mind, she's been waiting for this opportunity. I don't know, man. I don't know. Everything in here is weird, man. Like, she likes Will, and I do believe that. However, she only likes Will to a capacity, because Will would not have been her first choice. That's a fact. Will would not have been her first choice, straight up. She's obviously settled with Will, and I believe they have the capabilities to win. I think they could actually win this thing, even though her accent's so annoying now. In the villa, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, I think the Australian accent's kind of nice still. I like the Australian accent, but her accent specifically, the villa, I'm in the villa. All that stuff's getting, it's a bit kind of, shut up, innit? You know what I'm saying? Tanya says, yeah, just because I love you, it won't stop me from leaving. Kai and Olivia speak, right? And Olivia, Olivia, you know what? You're getting the donut of the day. I hate you. It's as simple as that. I loathe you. As far as the show goes. In real life, I've got no beef with you, innit? I really don't care. It's Love Island. I don't care. If I met you in real life at Hangout or something, I wouldn't say hello to you, but if we sparked up a conversation somehow, I wouldn't cuss you out. But I despise you. From what I see on the show, in terms of just this Love Island version of you, I hate you. You have got to be one of the most annoying, frustrating characters I've ever come across. You get donut of the day today, yeah? Because you're sitting there crying to Kai, talking about, I don't care about other people's opinions, while you're crying about other people's opinions, bro. Like, it's just, what's wrong with this girl? You're just not all there. You're just sitting here talking about, oh yeah, I didn't expect me and you to be chosen, and I don't really care. I don't really care about people's opinions, but I just didn't really expect me and you to be chosen. All this bullshit, like, fam. See, Kai, yeah, Kai's on the right lines. See, Kai understands, yeah, that it's not, you're reading too much into it. It's probably not what you think it is. Because he understands that he's been in the bottom three most times. So he might not be, even though he doesn't realise how much Olivia's disliked by the public, he's got the right line of thinking. You're probably in the bottom three because of me. You understand? It's like, it's nothing to do with the chemistry. It's probably because of external factors and different things. Like, Kai's actually sharp enough to clock that. But this Olivia girl is so insecure. She lacks so much confidence, guys, that she has to do, oh, wait a minute. The land of make-believe. She'll just start constructing fake, like, next narratives to justify things that she can't quite understand. How am I in the bottom three? I don't understand it. Am I disliked? Oh, no, it must be, how can they not be in the bottom three and they've only just known each other for 2 days and 3 days? Bruv, just shut up, fam. Honestly, like, I'm so bored of this girl. You're the donut of the day, you're the donkey of the day, you're just everything, man. You're the donut of the century, man. Shaq and Tanya speak. Now, I back Shaq this episode still. He says, I want you to come into this conversation with an open mind, this compromise type thing. Or she says, let's compromise. I've got no problem with her speaking her piece and saying that, she didn't like seeing him too involved. That's my biggest beef with Shaq. Bro, you get your big ass mouth in everyone's business and you have to just do it in such an aggressive and weird way. Like, bro, just take a chill pill and just relax. You ain't got to be so damn inner. So I wholeheartedly support Tanya's opinion on that one day. I got no problem with that. What she failed to understand, yeah, is that X comment ain't no throwaway comment, bruh. That would make a man feel a type of way. 100%. And she actually had the audacity to say, if someone else had said that to me, I'd be pissed. So say that to Shaq. Make Shaq feel like you understand where he's coming from. Say that to him. But you didn't. And he took the higher ground and said, I want to be a man that can be better for you and change for you type thing. And I've got no problem with my man saying that. You get brownie points from me for saying that type of shit and coming with that energy, you get it. But I don't know, man, Tanya, yeah. The reason why I don't rate Tanya this season, yeah, I like her, but I don't really rate certain aspects of her, is because she, in her heart of hearts, she doesn't actually like him the same. And she ain't got the tits, or the balls, she ain't got the tits or the ass to say it. She ain't got the bollocks to say how she really feels. In her heart of hearts, you understand? She's immature as well, guys, because this whole ick stuff, I'll be honest with you, it gives, I don't even like this whole ick word, but girls that constantly use the word ick, it gives me the ick. I know that sounds ironic that I don't like using that word, but fuck it, it is what it is. I'm speaking in your language, you understand? That whole ick thing is immature, and if I hear older girls saying that actually turns me off. No offense, Nick, there's going to be a lot of girls that do have icks and whatever. I think it's quite immature, innit? And she kept banging on about ick this, ick that. Stop calling it ick and actually communicate with Shaq what it is that your grievances are in it properly. Now again, she did. There was parts of the conversation of last week. She did communicate her grievances with Shaq, and he took it like a big baby. He needs a dappy. He needs a nappy. He needs a nappy because that guy's a big baby at times. The guy can't take the same criticism he dishes out. So I understand that it can be quite hard to talk to someone like that. But at the same time, yeah, I don't know, man. I think Tanya's just I think she's a bit immature. I think she's got growing up to do, if I'm being honest. She even said, if I could go back and do it again, I would. Like, say that X comment because that's how she felt. Again, if you're going to bring up the X, soften it. It's all about how you say something. So it's like, Shaq, I'm not going to lie to you, yeah. I don't want to offend you, but there's certain qualities and traits that you were displaying the other night that just really reminded me of my ex, and it was just giving me a bit of a bad taste in my mouth. Now, I'm not comparing you to my ex. I think you're better than him. There was just some negative traits that I saw in him that kind of got me a little bit concerned. Don't get me wrong. That's not going to be nice to hear as a man, to be compared to the ex at all. But it's a little bit softer than the way she did it, you understand? At the end of the day, yeah, I think Tanya is immature. I think she's extremely stubborn, and she would admit that as well. And I just don't think she really is interested in Shaq no more, especially off the back of what she saw last time. Now again, if that's the case, I'm not going to blame her for that, innit? Because I think Shaq was displaying some serious red flags the other day. Serious red flags. So if you're put off by his antics and his red flagness, I've got no problem with that. Because they were red flags. And I think, and I say this to all my girlfriends, big up all my closest friends, you know who you are if you're watching my video. I always say to everyone, if there's red flags, don't hang around. Lock it off. Literally lock it off. If you see red flags within the first week or two, there's no point sticking around because those red flags will manifest later down the line. So I don't blame her for that. But she's just not the best at communicating that. Do you understand? There's nuances here. That's why I'm not on no one's side really. Because ultimately they're both in the wrong at certain points and they're both in the right at certain points. You get it? Like Tanya says she feels like she's going in circles. This is the part where I felt like we missed a lot of the conversation. I feel like the producers must have cut off some shit. I don't really know. And Olivia's just crying and bitching about, what is it? She even had the audacity to talk about Tanya as her close friend. She's just so insecure, man. She can't help and cry and bitch about someone else. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't give a shit about Casey. I think he's moist as well for the whole Ron situation. I thought it was wet the way he took that. But, bro, like, why are you constantly yapping about other people? If it ain't Zara, it's Tanya, it's Casey, it's Claudia. Shut up. Anyway, they get a text. And guys, I'm sorry, yeah, the acting in this damn show is so terrible. They do this every year. They act like they don't know Casa and Amor's about to happen. Guys, they ain't been Brit school or whatever because they are terrible actors. The fact that the women and the men were already proper isolated was a bit weird anyway, isolated from each other. And then as soon as the text went off, they were all like, all quiet. And Sammy's like, I've got a text. Like they all knew what was gonna happen. They all had an inkling, they all knew. Even the boys. Come on, guys, what kind of acting is this? When you realise they all left, you knew where they went. They're all talking, they're all faking this narrative until the evening when they're all dressed up. I wonder where they are, guys. I don't know where they are. I wonder, they can't be alone, fam. If they've been out all day, they're not coming back, bro. Where do you think they are? It's obviously, they all know it. I don't know why, they knew. So the acting was poor. I just had to get that out there. Jesse, Jessie, you're not. I think Jessie's head could possibly turn away. She's like, oh, I'm one of them people. If I don't see someone, I start to move on type thing. What? Out of sight, out of mind. What? God damn it. Anyway, Olivia, this clown. She goes, oh, I don't say words and not really live up to them. And shut up. You're not straight talker. You're not hard. You are softer than baby shit. And it's as simple as that. Stop the cap. The guys come in. Ryan, I'll be honest with you, the guys and the girls, they look better than the pictures originally showed in it. I'm not gonna lie. When they're in real life and the video and the actual facial features is moving, they both, like the men and the women, they look better than they do in the pictures. But guys, someone get this B-Tech dummy off my screen, bro. Someone get this B-Tech dummy off my screen, bro. It's so crazy, yeah, because I even said to my brethren, Calaz, I said, oh, bro, have you seen this B-Tech dummy on Twitter and that, bro? He was like, yeah. I said, imagine he's from Ireland. And I didn't know, I thought he was from England. Bro, he's even from Dublin. Like, isn't Dammy exactly from Dublin? You know what you're doing with that. If you see this guy's pictures, he even dresses like Dammy. That's what I'm saying. Me calling him B-Tech Dammy ain't because he looked like him that much. He looks like him a little bit. But it's the way he dresses. He literally dresses like my man. He's fully inspired by Dammy. It's funny because Love Island loves going to the factory for square-headed light-skinned brothers, yeah? Now they're going to Irish fashionistas. black fashionistas from Dublin. It's hilarious, man. Anyway, Ryan, I'm only joking about getting him on my screen, by the way. I don't even know Donny. I'm giving him a chance, whatever. Ryan from the Navy, Martin, oh yeah, that's B-Tech Dammy. Kane, he's the one with the baby blue eyes. Frankie, I'm gonna rate Frankie already because Frankie's a boxer. See, you know, that's you know what I'm saying. I'm a boxer. I like Frankie. Maxwell, Bailey. Listen, the lads are alright. Let's think projection wise. Who's gonna cheat? Is Tanya really gonna go for Martin over Shaq? Tanya wants to cheat. Tanya wants to move on, but she ain't gonna go for Dammy, I don't think. She ain't gonna go for Martin, sorry. She ain't gonna go for Martin. I think Claudia possibly, she's obviously only just got into a relationship or a connection with my man, so I think she could turn. I think Jessie is the most, Jessie and Sammy, you know. I think Jessie and Sammy have the most potential to have their head turned, I feel. I don't think Lana will. If Lana has her head turned after all this, I don't know. Because you've had mug written on your forehead, well, you had mug written on your forehead for at least the first 2 weeks. You stuck by my man. You went through the whole drama with Casey, stuck by my man. So if you then move on now, after Ron's actually starting to show some interest in you, then yeah, whatever, it is what it is. Listen, I want them all to cheat because this season has got to be one of the, it's the worst season I've ever seen by far. It's not even close. I don't even look forward to watching it, innit, but I look forward to engaging with you lot in my comments though. So big up yourselves, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you lot in the next video, man. Peace.